Sonic Squeeze.
Sonic Squeeze.
Sonic Squeeze. Sonic Squeeze.
Justin Bieber. Purpose. Album review. We told you we were going to do it, and here we fucking are. We didn't lie to you, did we? No, we're here, because we're men of our words. We mentioned it on our Sorry track review we did last week. Was it last week?
Yes.
It was last week.
I think so.
And here we are again.
Maybe.
The album.
I think it was a week before last.
Serious.
Yeah.
Serious. Yeah. Anyway, we're back here. That's got to be worth pressing that subscribe button, right? Because we're here. Because we love you and respect you.
We're here and we are both JME.
Yes. Firstly, I was totally right. This is a more dark and serious Justin Bieber that we haven't seen much before his. I was getting some serious vibes. Love this one.
It's not his old teeny bopper bullshit for the most part.
It's not. There is some bullshit.
There is teeny bopper bullshit.
There is some.
There's one song in particular, the song with Halsey called "The Feeling."
Oh, yep.
Where for a moment when the chorus came in, I thought they'd dug up some old recordings of Bieber in his teeny bopper years, and then I realised, oh no, they just have a girl singing on this track. Because they're singing together, and so you hear the Bieber vibes and the girl vibes, and you're like, oh god, is this teeny bopper Bieber again? But no.
that song was overproduced.
That song was bad, yeah, that wasn't a good
I say we should get all the bad stuff about this album out of the way, so we can then
okay.
No Sense was hilariously bad. It was like a parody of a trap song.
No Sense was pretty shit.
Oh.
It was basically just like, let's put the trap just like on autopilot, and then sometimes we'll turn it off.
Also, a quick mention before we go off the song: Travis Scott, spelled with a $sign.
Yes.
People, stop spelling your names with $signs.
That's not cool. Holla holla. Travis.
Once there's a guy called Ty $sign, the $sign thing's done. Right, stop copying Kesha.
Oh my god.
Leave Kesha alone. All right. Life is Worth Living was the worst song
not
of
after
this
that
album.
fucking song.
That was the worst song of this album. It's like the most awful, simple piano ballad you've ever heard. It was so bad.
Yeah. Okay, have we covered all the bad songs yet?
No. Purpose
No,
was another piano ballad. It was less awful because the piano was actually doing something.
Okay, now I'm gonna leave Purpose for a bit later.
Yeah,
I have some special stuff to say about that.
Children, are you guys okay with quickly slagging off Children?
The verses were bullshit.
I always love slagging off Children.
It was all bullshit. This was as well the one where they had the dance cock rock in there, the deep house bass line in there.
That was so obnoxious.
That just didn't fit into the song at all.
The production in Children is so obnoxious.
It was seriously just put in there.
And it was the least motivational song.
Yeah, it really was.
About like a new generation
Actually,
coming up. We're gonna be the ones that like change shit.
I really liked the percussion on it. Like there was some really interesting, typically Skrillex production, and it was ruined by just having nothing for a verse and just going deep house bass line. Let's put it in there.
Yeah, the lyrical content, like regurgitated lines, like "wear your heart on your sleeve" and "we're the generation." I'm like, come on, man.
What about the
Come on,
song
man.
Sorry? Oh wait, I remember that song.
We've already.
We have an episode on that song.
I remember that song.
If you'd like to go
right,
back and watch that, then we'll leave a link in the description.
No Pressure featuring Big Sean.
Okay, I actually like that one.
What do you think of Big Sean in it?
I say liked, right? I thought that Big Sean suits this song.
Yes, Drake / Gambino does suit
and
this
I
song.
think that Justin doesn't suit this song.
Do you know what? That's what I read. I read at the end of this, I think if this was a Big Sean song, I might actually like it.
Yeah.
If you took Bieber out and just gave Big Sean the whole of this song to go mad, it might actually be pretty decent.
Yeah.
I thought Bieber ruined it.
I thought some of Bieber's vocal work was more impressive on that song than in some of his other ones.
Yeah.
Personally.
He didn't match it, but it wasn't necessarily bad.
I think we've got all the awful ones out of the way now, though.
I think so. The first two tracks on the album. No! The first two tracks on the album! Mark my words and... Thank you.
And I'll show you.
And I'll show you. I was surprised to hear how minimal they were.
Yeah, they were
straight away.
interesting.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
I actually
They weren't
liked
great.
those two
They were
songs.
interesting.
Interesting in what sense?
Mark
Interesting
my
in
words.
the sense that you didn't expect it to be like that? Or interesting in the sense that as a song it was actually interesting?
Well, mark my words, it was interesting because of how minimal it was. It's just Bieber singing and that sort of piano-y sound.
Also, the na-na-na at the beginning, it was really annoying. It was real.
You're a racist.
Over this whole album, Bieber does do a bit too much of humming to things which shouldn't be hummed to. On one track, there's some horns. I can't remember which track it is. Oh, on Love Yourself featuring Ed Sheeran, there was some horns.
I dislike that song.
And literally Bieber's humming over the horns, and I was like, these horns would be quite nice if you'd shut the fuck up and let the horns play.
Yeah, I loved it.
No, I didn't.
I liked it.
I didn't think Love Yourself was very good.
I thought the chorus was bad, like real bad.
I
thought the fact that it was like a minimal song,
very live sounding guitar.
I haven't been enjoying like any of Ed Sheeran's features recently on any songs. Like any,
I think
even the songs he's playing, not just his features.
This song was clearly, though, like an Ed Sheeran written
the
song.
Rudimental song.
Didn't like him. I said I didn't like them.
Was it just me and you?
And
Yeah,
we
you
both
guys.
like different ones as well.
Yeah.
Because you liked the last one and I liked the first one. But with this, it very much sounded like an Ed Sheeran song that Ed Sheeran had written with Justin Bieber. Like, it was very Ed Sheeran. And I thought it was not
I thought it was alright. Compared to...
What was the name of the song with Ed Sheeran?
Love Yourself.
Love Yourself. Yeah, it was just... No.
It wasn't great.
I'll Show You was just like... Just trap. It's just trap.
But it wasn't sort of super generic trap.
I thought
It
the
was
lyrics
soft.
had meaning.
Yeah.
And they were the only ones where I'm like... This kind of could be authentic.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the production on that one.
Yeah, it was
From
soft,
Skrillex and
Skrillexy
Blood
trap. The lead from it, then the sort of typically vocal chops were really nice. Typically Skrillex vocal chops.
Yeah.
It was
They were
very
really
typical
nice.
though. Like typical to the point where
But it
you're
was
like,
typical
this is
of Skrillex.
Yeah.
It's
And
typical
if you
of one
like,
artist.
I
you know?
like Skrillex's production, especially these days.
Yeah, and since it's him doing it as well, it's not like, oh, you're just copying this person. It's like, well, no, he's the one who started that style.
I like the fact that Skrillex's production is getting more stylish and less obnoxious.
Less screechy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over the big singles then.
What
Big
do you mean?
singles. What do you mean?
Is my favourite song
He
on this
said,
album.
let's go over the big singles. Do you know, just like the bigger ones on the album? You asked the question.
Fuck are you talking about?
He said, what do you mean?
Get out. Yeah,
I think it was the best song on the album. I think it was the
decent
nicest
tropical
single.
style production.
It was generic tropical house, but it was nice.
But
generic tropical house.
the lyrics where you're just like, I can't really understand or read this girl's emotions. That topic has been done 100 times.
Oh yeah,
And I don't care about it anymore.
I think it was decent though. It
And-
was better
and-
than the writing on a lot of these other songs.
And again, it followed the like single formula of let's try and say the name of the song as many times as we can,
yeah,
just
that
to
happens.
really grind it into
what do
people's
you-
heads.
which also happens in
What do you-
Sorry and
What do you mean?
Where Are You Now?
And the chorus, like the only thing they change about the chorus in like 3 choruses is one of them has like different backing vocals. That's it.
The thing I like about that song is just the production. I love that
Yeah.
tropical house.
It's just nice, simple and nice. Trying to be Kygo.
Okay, what's the next big single? Sorry. Check out
Done
our
it.
We've done
track
a
review.
whole
Already
episode
did it.
on that.
Yeah.
I still
decent.
think it's bad.
And you'll get to see like what our thoughts were before, like our album expectations.
So what was the next one? Where Are You Now?
No, well,
Or was there one before that?
the next one was I'll Show You.
I feel like we already
Wait,
talked
where's
about
Which
that?
we already talked about. That was the second track. That was the third single from this.
Where
Where Are You Now is weird because it was one of the singles from Jack U's album,
And it's been out for fucking
which is
ages.
Skrillex and Diplo, which sort of
Yep.
Bieber's just kind of taken and put on this album, and it's one of the best songs on this album, I'd say.
I'd say so.
But
Yeah.
it was one of my least favorite songs on the Jack U album,
Okay,
which sort of
that makes sense.
shows the angle of it. Like,
I thought the chorus was like the only interesting bit of the song.
I like the intro.
But-
It's very minimalist.
It
I
just
quite like
followed like a standard club trap.
Oh, yeah.
formula. And you just listened to it and you were like, I know this song because it's been like number 1 for ages, but if it hadn't, you'd just be like, it's just a club trap song. Like,
It was at the time. It was one of the first times I'd heard Skrillex using the sort of deep house paradigm and that sort of bass style. And now I've heard him use it way too much that I'm like, Skrillex, you should probably stop doing that. And so now I'd like it even less than when I first heard it.
this
He's a
song
very
does make
prolific
me
motherfucker.
appreciate Skrillex though, because like you can, or Jack U, both of them. Because you can tell that it's like high standard of trap production, but it's still pretty boring.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Purpose.
I didn't
have
see it.
You want to talk about
many,
this, yeah?
many things to say about this.
Go ahead then. buddy.
Okay.
This is when everyone's turning off. Like, no.
Oh god. So let's get this out of the way. It was almost exactly like track 10, Life is Worth Living. It's
Yep.
just like a really
Just
shitty
slightly
piano
less
ballad,
awful because
right?
the piano was actually doing something.
up until this point on the album, I was like, nothing's really great about this, but I'm not going to say that it's bad. There are some bad songs. I'm going to give it like a light 5. Like a real weak 5.
On that song.
The last, 20 seconds of Purpose have really changed my mind.
Oh, and you're now going to give it like a 2.
Okay, so let me just run through what happens. In the last 20 seconds of Purpose, Bieber thinks to himself, okay, my album has come to a close. I need to encapsulate everything that I've been talking about throughout this album. I need a quote. And I need a quote which really speaks to everyone and puts it in the best way possible. Who else to quote but me? Oh, I'm such a bastion of knowledge. How do I come up with this? Oh my god, I should quote myself. I should put a quote of myself because I'm just a self-loving prick. And I just said, he quoted himself, what a self-loving prick. 1 out of 10. And I'm not talking 1 out of 10 for this song. I want to rate this album as a 1 out of 10 because I'm okay, you're trying to go through an authentic route. And you're trying to say, I've done some shit in the past, but I'm growing up now. And then I was just yeah, okay, maybe you're coming to terms with things. And in the last 20 seconds of the album, he was just nah, I'm still the best in the world, and I'm going to fucking quote myself. So then I was okay, so I was going to give this a weak 5. Should I put it down to a 4? But he quoted himself. Am I going to give it a 3? But he quoted himself. I'm gonna give this album.
The quote wasn't that long.
No, but
it was a bit dull.
The fact that he included it that makes me think, oh, so you literally everything you've been saying in this album about you trying to grow up and deal with new things and look back on how you've acted and plan for the future. It's literally, it all means nothing by the fact that you still think that you are the greatest person you could possibly quote.
My problem with that song is that it was trying to be deep, but it just wasn't that deep. And that was pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Gareth's marks out of 10 on this album.
So what are you actually giving it? You're actually going to give it a 1?
I'm going to give it.
I can see it in his eyes. He's passionate about this one.
Alright, I would give this album a 4.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Favourite tracks?
Favourite tracks?
Firstly, I think I doubt